Hello and welcome to the guide of PPS-43. As pretty much is the case with every single one of my guides, I have timestamps for ease of use, but if you are new to the game, I strongly suggest watching the video in its entirety. All SMGs in the game currently are not great. The PPS-43 is not exception to this rule. However, this gun suffers the least overrange since it has quite decent bullet velocity. But it is the most expensive to buy and is pretty expensive to maintain. My recommendation would be to at least get core setups before considering this gun, by which I mean CQC medium range gun being AVS or DP, depending on what you prefer, SVT paired with medic packs and anti-tank infantry setup. The standard build is field adjusted sights, field trigger job and light and bolt. This will be a solid mod base to work from. However, in this form, PPS costs 6.62 credits per shot, which is noticeable. For badges, you can go for fast reload or pointer quick fire. The performance of this gun does change if the barrel is equipped, hence the mod isn't that useful considering how low the range increase is. Quite frankly, bullet builds will depend on what exactly you want to achieve with your PPS. Lean-Up Misha bullet, for instance, will drop the time to kill to 267 against heavy set gold, which is a significant drop compared to P41 and the stock ammo. However, the handling gets a bit messed up and the maintenance cost is not exactly low with 7.78 credits per shot. Another alternative is using the accuracy bullet, which does make the handling nice but drops the DTK against heavy set silvers and above, with TTK being around like 357 milliseconds. It is also pretty expensive with 8.28 credits per shot. Ultimately, the stock bullet, in my experience at least, will most of the time suffice, but the other bullets, as long as you have the credits to blow, make some difference in niche areas, so there needs to be some consideration of what you want from the gun. Like many SMGs, PPS somewhat benefits from Dada and doesn't synergize with tie grip at all, but is pretty good with pointer quick fire. Fast reload is a decent option since it takes a decent amount of bullets to kill, but is not tied to it. Other badges such as Nimble or any other movement badge is viable as well. It is also decent paired with SVT in a hoarder build, but there is problems with field maintenance in that case. So you can really pretty much use any badge you want with this gun. The PPS-43 handles pretty much how you would expect an SMG to handle. Great hipfire, mobility and not bad bullet velocity makes it pretty decent overall. However, gun's TTK is pretty bad compared to pretty much all the other common options, so strafing is mostly the tactic of choice to survive against ARs and LMGs. If you use the stock or P41 bullet, keep in mind that it might take 2 shots to the head to kill someone because of heavy set gold or for P41 case, heavy set silver. Long range shots are doable but not recommended. If you are forced to do medium range, compensate quite a bit by aiming higher on the target. Flanking or switching to different setup is recommended at big objectives or open areas. If you want to use the gun in those situations, the best choice is to have a hoarder and SVT to get a decent mix of CQC and mid-range performance in exchange for higher field maintenance.
Nice getting someone.
Like a real love, but it goes so fast. All tied up, like a captain.
Turn is like
I want you. Used to play on my mind like standing on rainbows, playing it cool. I haven't felt this in ages, and I've no patience. So won't you please stay a bit longer? You're making me stronger, making me stronger. Make
What?
Whoa.